Hello, welcome to Boardgames with Niramas. I'm Joseph and this is Draco. But today we are not playing any games. We're sitting back, relaxing and watching together with you the playthrough that my friend Mats did in this Cloud Age new game from Alexander Pfister. We are very excited to see how the game plays, how it runs in the solo mode, and I hope you are too. So, hand it over to Mats. He's going to show us how to play Cloud Age.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this playthrough where I'm going to be playing Cloud Age. This is the start of the campaign. There's one more scenario before this one, but I'm going to start with chapter 2 because that's I think where the story picks up a little bit compared to chapter number 1. I'll try to pray through the game. Hopefully you'll understand things along the way, but just to start things off a little bit, basically we have, this is the wasteland. This is a futuristic dystopia thing. We have militia sort of blocking cities, so the clouded areas on the game board here are cities. So that is where we will need to end our movement, and every round we will drop off one of our cubes, so the game will last for 8 rounds. And of course, as you can see here, we have a militia. That's the power we need to have equal or higher to to defeat, and then we our reward if we the battle. If we lose, nothing happens basically, but we can't claim the reward, but we can still park there. Once we have dropped a cube off in the city, we can't fight the militia in the same city again. That will become more clear later on. Move around, we have our navigation deck, as it's called. So it consists of the 7 starting cards, 1, 0, 3, 1s, 2, 2s, and 1, 3, that you will start your navigation with. I will show you how that works soon as well. As you can see on our airship here, we have upgrades we can do. We can also build project cards. I will talk more about these soon. So we have a nice little round action phase here, basically going through a couple of different phases. And playing solo is a bit different game with other players, but so we have this solo board here that will allow me to do bonus actions basically based on different ones each turn. And the same thing here, once the solo board has dropped all 8 cubes down, the game ends. So that triggers the end game. So in this here we will also have some mission cards available. So in this case we will need to have any number of movement points like these. If we have 3 we will get 2 points, etc. And here is if we drop our cubes off in these 3 locations, or at least 2 of them, we'll get 5 points. And we can pick up more of these mission cards along the way to score more endgame points. When we come to a city, do a city action basically, we come on this board here. So we choose a location, look at the card, reveal the card, and then take the pick the resources on that card. And this can be sort of semi-red on the cards through the clouds, which I think is pretty cool thematically. When you're coming over with your Zeppelin, you don't see the city because there's clouds, but you can tell there's, in this area here, there's a lot of iron, there's some solar energy, basically hardly no water produced here because we can't see any water compared to this one that has a lot of water, very little iron or metal produced, and they have product cards. So all described here, not perfect information, but you can sort of guess at least fairly reasonable. There's also this wrench icon, and there's also this navigation update, so it means that you can burn a card in your navigation deck, and you do want to get rid of these 0s and 1s. But so if you take iron here, for instance, you know that you will also be able to burn a card in your navigation deck in your discard pile. We'll also add this card to your navigation deck if it's on your turn. That will then add a 4 to your card. When you have this one, you will get in the future games you will get a growth tile, but in the chapter 2, as we have not yet been introduced to the growth tiles, we will instead draw a project card equal to the number depicted on the card. You will see how that works, but this is sort of, I think that's a pretty cool feature because it's sort of very thematic, I think, but it's not perfect information, but semi really good information, at least you can tell. See how we can work that out. We also have a production board here where we can produce water. So at the beginning of each round, we are allowed to produce, spend energy to produce water, basically based on the row we are our production marker is on. So we need to move that forward to produce more water. Water and metal are the two main resources of the game, and they're really hard to get by. Water is used basically to pay for product cards, to play these, and iron or metal is mainly used to upgrade your airship. That will also be clear once we get along. So we shall soon get started, and hopefully then you will pick up some of how the game works along the way. Okay, so we will start here by reading chapter 2. So when you set up this, of course it's like a campaign game, so you take off the chapter card, read it, then it will give you instructions how to move on. You also always add a scenario card that tells you sort of what tiles to prepare and etc. But this can be different, but it gives a little bit of different when the book action comes. I will explain that soon. Because when you reveal cubes ahead, when this happens on the game board, the next time you start your actions, basically, there's a book revealed. So then you read or act on the book symbols if there's anyone revealed on the cards, and then you will reveal one more and one more, etc. So since you're dropping off a cube each turn, you can plan a little bit also on how and when things will happen in the campaign. So I think that's pretty cool. I really like campaign mode in Maracaibo, which is also a Pfister game. I think it was pretty fun when the game changes along the process, and hopefully we'll do it here. I'm really excited to see how this one plays. I think it's a very good option for solo mode. When we reach the book here, we will read the other side of the card. But just to start here, you can barely remember the time before the change, when the refineries were torched. You were still a child. Smoke from the fires of destruction darkened the sky, and governments collapsed in chaos of the ensuing worldwide environmental catastrophe. The cloud militias were the only ones prepared and seized power. Anyone who wants to escape their influence as much as possible lives and travels in airships. These are silent and consume little to no energy. Only a few cities still count as independent, and to help populace you repeatedly engage the weaker militias in skirmishes. But how long can these resistances hold out? Okay, so once we hit the first book, we will read the other side and see what happens. So we are on our airship, traveling, fighting militia, upgrading the ship, and so on. So let's see what happens. So in the setup, we get 8 of these project cards, and they do different things. This case, we will increase our combat value by +1. So it costs 5 water and 1 product card. So you discard 1 card from your hand. It gives us also 4 points at the end of the game, but it increases our combat value with 1, so we can fight here. I will show more on that later. This card here is pretty good. It can immediately allows me to upgrade one of my ships with 1 fewer metal for each mechanic I already have, or when I play this one. So that's also a pretty good one. This here allows me to immediately upgrade my propeller, so for 3 metal less. It's also pretty good. This one is 10 victory points at the end of the game, but it also gives me 2 step on the production board. It's fairly expensive, 13 water. This is a card that I think I like. It's 10 water, but each card you play after this one costs 1 water less. And here is a card, I had 2 of these. Here's a card where you do the city action, or you send out your drone, and you discover a wrench. Like in this case, if you take the product cards in this area here, discover the wrench, you get 2 points, and you also get 1 step on the production board. So I'm going to have to choose 5 of these cards, and I most likely will have to discard one pretty soon as well. So because I need to pay with 1. So but I'm going to keep this one. You need to get your fighting power up pretty quick. I think this is pretty good, so I will keep that one. Not sure. This is so expensive though, but it's really good with 2 production. 10 points is quite a lot, I think. These are also fairly good. I keep one of these, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep one of those because I have 2 and I'll keep that one, I think. So I'll keep these 5 cards here to start with. I'll keep the discard pile off the cam. So these are the 5 cards. I will keep things a little bit just so you can see. I'll probably keep this off cam as well here. So here's my starting resources. I have 2 water, I have 2 metal, I have my navigation deck, I have my starting mission card. I also start off with 2 energy production, and I have 1 movement point to start with, basically. So I will soon make that clear for you. So one thing I just realized here, this story is placed over 7 chapters, and we're starting in chapter 2 now. We finished the first one, didn't fill out, but I had like 71 points, so I got 2 stars on that one. So we will now need to score 30 stars out of these 37 to succeed with the campaign. So let's see what happens. We start off pretty good, I think, with at least 2 stars. Should be reasonable to keep sort of this. So we probably need to end up somewhere around 90 to 100 points to succeed here. Let's see. I'm going to keep track of this one and show you also this one. Okay, I think we're good to go now. So we start off here by looking then to see, do we see any book? No, we don't. We haven't exposed any books. We go into production, which means that I can spend, and I look at the production board, I'm here, so I can spend 1 energy to produce 2 water, because I'm in that row, right? Water is a fairly sort of resource, so I will do that. I will spend 1 to get 2 water. That's what I can do. Next step here, I will reveal 2 cards in my navigation deck. So 1 3 and 1 1. See these, yeah. So this means that the highest card here, the number 3, will be kept for my movement. The lower card, this case is the 1, I can either choose to take 1 energy or draw a new product card. I can't split it, so I need to do either or. But I do think I want to keep some energy, so I don't need a project card right now. So I discard this here, and then I will have 3 plus the 1. So I have 4 movement now, because that's the next phase here. We go into the movement phase. So I have 3 plus 1. So then we can start calculating here. Let's see. Where we don't want to go too long, right? Because that's more dangerous. It's a shame we used our 3 already, because it's 1 2 3. So we can go here. We can go 1 2 3 4. We can of course go through a city and stop in the next one if we want to as well. So, but we need to end our movement in the city. So let's go. Okay, might want to go here if I get good movement next turn. So I go 1 2 3 4. I don't have to move all the steps, but I do that anyway. So stop my here. Okay, now I get to fight the militia. I don't have any combat points yet. So what I can do is I can spend energy to reveal a card. So I will do that. This is here explain. If the first card I spend costs 1 energy. The second or any card after that, you can spend either 2 energy or 3 victory points. Let's hope I don't get the 0 here, but that would be really a shame. No, okay, I get the 2. That's great. So I win the combat. Drop off 1 of my cubes in the city. I get the reward, which is 2 water. So that's fairly good. Now I have my 2 water. So I have 6 water, which is fairly good. So I can go in this city again, but I can't fight the militia here one more time. But every turn I still need to drop off a cube. Okay. So now we've done these steps. We dropped off the cube. We go into the city board action. This is the city board, and here is where the solo board acts first. So what we do, we move the cube down here in the solo mode, but in the multiplayer version you go in turn order, right? So that will be a different setup. But in the solo board here, I now get a build action, either an upgrade of one of my on the airship, or I can build a project card from hand. 6 water. I need to. What we could do is we can do this. This is fairly good, I think, because I do like the mechanics. I think that's a good card. So I'm going to build the mechanic here. So it costs 4 water, and then I need to discard a project card. So I'm going to discard this one, I think. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm discarding the card, paying the 4 water, the cost. As a bonus here, I get an immediate build action to upgrade any part of my airship with 1 less metal per mechanic. So I'm putting my mechanic there. I'm going to upgrade my movement or combat points. Yeah, let's go combat points. So I can upgrade. This costs 2 iron or 2 metal. So I spend 1 because I have a discount of 1 per mechanic. So this now shows that I have 1 combat value, and I will also get 1 point at the end of the game for that upgrade. So that was the bonus action I get from the solo board. And now I get my own action. I do have a couple of options here. I can go build either an upgrade or a project card in this space. I can go and collect resources, either water, energy, metal, or project cards in these 3 different districts. Or that will come later when you can also growth tiles, basically. Anyway, I'm probably going to go and try to discover something here. And I do want to find more metal. I think I want to upgrade my airship fairly quick. This looks very good because it has big metal field. I don't want to discard a card here and here because I do want to get rid of my 0 as soon as possible. So I'm going to save that one maybe as well, or this one. Here we can't really see. We do need also water, of course. We should probably build this one pretty quick, right? Makes sense. Let's go for this one. So what we do here, then pop this one up. We look. Oh, sorry, I forgot to play this. I place this in the area where I want to go. I reveal the card. So in this case, I get 3 metal, which is really, really good. So now we have a total of 4. As you can see here, then, if you were in the brown area of project cards, you get this wrench here. This means you get a free build action. And if you were to take the energy, you will get this sort of optimizer navigation deck. I do get 1 free project card since tiles are not in play yet. So I get the that's a good combat one because it also improves my production. So that's good. This card ends up in my discard pile. So I added another 3 to that. And that sort of ends the city board action. Then first the solo board goes, then I go. So I put my drone back and a next round starts. So we go back here. Look, is there any book revealed? No, we still have 1 more round before that happens. We go into production phase. So I can spend now 1 energy to produce 2 water. Yes, I will do that. See if it's good or not. And I have no energy now, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get some from the cards. So we flip 2 cards, 1 and the 1. That's good. It gives me 1 energy, and it will also then give me 1 movement point. Or I could of course take a project card, but I don't see the use for that right now. So we go movement. We have 1 plus 1, so we have 2. Not that very many. We have 1 energy. One of these cards is 0. That scares me a little bit. 1 is a 2, right? Yeah. So if we go into combat here, which would be great, we could go 1, 2. And then we could actually go here as well. 1, 2 to Devil's Fork. We need Devil's Fork here on our mission cards. That would be good. Let's go. 1, 2. We go into Devil's Fork. So now we have 1 combat point, right? But we need 3 here, so we need to pull our 2, otherwise we're going to lose, right? But that's a chance. So I'm going to spend 1 energy right here to draw a card, and I hope. No, that was a bummer. That was really bad. So don't win the combat, but we do get to place a cube in this city. And now you can see here we also reveal then the book icon here, so we will unveil the next chapter of the story. So discard the 0. This was really bad. we don't get the reward. And we go into the city action then. That means the solo board starts. In this case here, we will get to place our drone in either 1 or 2 here on these fields. The thing is with this, when you're playing solo, if you pick the card that has the 3 resource like we did here, you won't get any. So you need to semi-optimize your choice here a little bit. Not the biggest field. Do we want to have a free build action? We might want to upgrade our ship, right? Because we have some metal here. We do have our goal of movement points here, so we could actually play this card. We could sort of go here, grab some project cards. Oh no, you know what we want to do? You see here, it's a little energy, it's not much, but it's the optimizing the navigation deck. So we go there. We could go 1 and 2, right? Yeah. So we go here. We reveal the card. You can see here we get 2 energy, which is perfect, because if we would have taken the product cards, we wouldn't have gotten anything because it's the 3-1. And we also then get to optimize our navigation deck. So we can take this 0 and just get rid of it, which is perfect. We don't get this card because it's was revealed by the solo board, so we just put that out of play. And then we move our drone back, and now we go into our city action. And I think we should build now, right? We should try and... We could do a double build here, which is pretty good, because we can do this one, and then we can... This is fairly good, because it gives us also a step here on the production board. So we need to spend then 2... Yeah, okay, let's do that. So we go here, we do a build action. The first build action, we spend 2 metal to upgrade our airship. So now we have 2 in base movement. As our second build action, we were going to build this card. So we spend 4 water and we discard. This one's not going to happen, seems like. So we discard that one. As immediate action here, we also get 1 step on the production board, which is good. Now we can spend 1 energy and get 3 water instead, which is a lot better. So we just place this here to show that we upgraded there. And that ends our round. And now we go start back here and we'll see if we reveal any book action. And we have, of course. So we reveal the chapter 1. We also go in here into the scenario. And the scenario here is simple, because what this says is we draw 1 mission card. And then we flip this card. So in the next round, when we see, or next round, but when next time we see a book, we can spend 4 water to get 3 points and 3 product cards or 3 energy. So that's fairly good. Let's try to do that. You also get 1 more mission card now. And this is also traveling, which might be tough. We need to go 2 though. So with Devil's Fork we already checked on this one. So we need to Senia, which is this one, Pleasureville, which is over there, and Jericho, which is probably over here somewhere. Yeah, over there. And here we have Ailton, which is probably... So these 2 are a bit off. And this one here, I'll show you this one. This is if we have 2 yellow card upgrades, we will get points. And this is also pretty cool. So we need to choose basically. We need to cover one of these, because you place like this. You can maximum score 3 at the end of the game, and you can have 4 visible basically. That's how many mission cards you can get. But you always need to cover 1 over. If we do, let's say, okay, Ailton was there, and then Nefaria is there. And well, Pleasureville, Nefaria seems reasonable, right? Then we can head towards Jericho. Yeah, so let's try this one. So we will ignore to go there, because we can go to Nefaria, which gives us then 2, so 5 points. So let's see. So, okay, and then we're gonna flip this one, right? Read the reverse side. A group named Cloud has triggered the change. The group The group's militia are attacking independent cities as well as the resistant barracks in Devil's Fork. Decide as a group what you want to do. Deliver metal to the barracks to help with reconstruction. Fight the cloud militia. A tie basically is not going to happen when we're playing solo, right? So we either deliver metal to the barracks to help with reconstruction, or we fight the cloud militia. Should we see if we can deliver some metal maybe? Yeah, let's try that. So we go to story card 13, which one here. So we pop this one out of the game. A group of resistant fighters in Wicca. Oh, there Wicca. Hears of your engagement at Devil's Fork and offers their support if you need it. Add L1 to E on the game board. So we add then a legacy tile here to E here. So this one probably match up somehow. Rule. If you have a marker in this city, you can remove it from the game at any time during combat to gain +2 strength. If you didn't use it, score 3 victory points at the end of the game. Okay. Shuffle project cards 1 into the draw pile and give each player a mission card. Whoa, we need another mission card. Okay. Project cards 1 are here. So they have a num here, and there's a couple of new cards here that we will shuffle into the project cards. See where this happens, and then we also should have one more mission card. That should be enough, right? So, oops. And the mission card. Oh, another travel one. That's probably going to be tough, right? Lightsville, Benil. Yeah, Benil. Lightsville is pretty close. Cruelfield. Over there. Nah. Blue cards though, if we have 4 of these ones at the end of the game, we get 2 points. Let's see, we can't score all of them anyway, so but we could now do this if we wanted to cover this one. Maybe that's no. Stick with that plan. I think we go this. We have our 4 mission cards here, but we can only score 3 of them. So we can ignore one to work against. So let's see. I think this one and these 2 maybe be the ones. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now when we get to the next book, we can spend 2 metal, get 2 points and some energy. Okay, or product cards. Okay, so let's see. We should then go into production, and yes, we do want to spend 1 energy to get 3 water now because we've moved our production marker 1 step, so that's pretty good. We will then go into drawing 2 cards. We only have 1 card left, so we need to get to shuffle. We know that, so we see what we get. Another 2. That's easy, right? Now we can get 2 product cards instead of 2 energy. Maybe that's better. We do want to go and fight up here in Senea because we have 4 movements. So we have 1, 2, 3, which is good. So we're probably going to need 1 energy, right? To draw 1 more card. Because we have like 2 in combat value, base value right now. Yeah, so let's draw 2 project cards. Oh, we got these, which is good because they can upgrade our combat values and also in our blue gold here. So that's 1 spent. We have this for movement. Oh, we should move. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. We can go that way, right? 1, 2, 3. That means that we get a medal. 4. Fly in here. So if we win here now, we get 3 project cards. So we need to produce 3 in combat value. We have 1 plus 1, so we have 2. So we spend 1 energy to reveal 1 more card. And it's a 1, which is perfect, right? Because we don't spend the 3 or something. So we win that combat. So we will, of course, drop a cube. We get to draw 3 project cards. Oh, new one. Okay, so if you have at least 5 or 8 combat points during combat, take the associated reward. Okay, it's also a blue card. And here is immediately receive 2 victory points per movement point from upgrades and project cards when we play this. Okay, that's pretty good if for endgame maybe. Oh, and another combat, 10 water, but it gives us 2 combat points and 6 points at the end of the game. So that's good. We got some new cards on hand. I don't know if you see this one here. It's too tight with the table, but I'll like this maybe. So that we drop the cube, we go into the city action, sorry. Here we drop the solo board, so we can either build an upgrade on one of our ships or get 2 points. I do feel we want to save these. We want to have 2 metal when we get there, of course, because we do want to drive the story forward, right? But I'm thinking that we probably can get, this will allow us to get 1 more combat point. We do want to go to Wicca next time, right? We want to have either this additional combat value or 3 points at the end of the game. Yeah. So, and also we have our, let's spend these 3 metals. So we do the build action or upgrade action. So we go here, we upgrade this. Now we have 1, 2, 3 combat points, which is good in base value. We then go into our city action board. This one was 3, but we just got, because we don't have to spend energy to draw more cards. We only have 3 water. We probably want to build something different, right? So okay, let's see. Here we can get, this seems like a good water place. This one too. Here if we draw project cards, we can do a free upgrade, but we just did that, so we don't need to do that. Should we grab some water? So hopefully we can maybe get this one or some other cards next turn. Oh, we do want to get metal. We can probably, we can get rid of 1. Oh, let's do that. That's good. Let's go here. That's a city board action. We also get the 4, which is good. Reveal this one. Jackpot. We get 3 metal. Really, really nice. We also get to kill 1 card, or this would take the 1, right? Add this one to our discard pile, which is good. So that was our city board action. So we go into the next round again. We have no more book because there's still a few way. We do production. We don't have any energy, so we can't produce anything, which is a shame. But we reveal 2 cards from our draw deck. Ooh, that's good. We get 3 energy, right? Because the lowest card, which is the 3, goes into production. The other one is movement. So now we have 5 movement. That's really good, because then we can go into Wicca. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's too bad. We should have 1 more. Okay, but let's go and grab a point there at least, right? So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good, right? We go 1, 2, we get a point. Oh, hey, first point. 3, 4. You can go there. We will drop our cube off. By the way, and because that means that we get either 3 points at the end of the game, or we can call in the help from these militias because we have the cube in this city. So, and we need to produce a combat value of 4. We have 3, so we need to spend 1 energy to reveal a card, which gives us, perfect, it gives us 1. So we have 4, which means that we win. We get 2 more victory points for that victory, nothing else, but at least I think this was really good because it can at the end give us 5 points total, or we can add this combat if we want to fight some big city over here. We placed our cube, I forgot that, so we should grab 1 more metal from this because we got either metal or an energy. Okay, the combat, we placed our cube, we go into the solo board. Here, this means that we can choose anyone in this card, in number 2. Water is probably 3, so we won't pick that one, right? Because will not be able to pick that reward. Metal is probably just 1. Could burn a card in our discard pile. That's good. We could get rid of the 1 if we go in to take project cards. Yeah, let's do that. Or is that energy? I think that's energy. If we go for product cards. Okay, now let's go. We take the poor energy choice. So we reveal, we get 1 energy, which is not so good, but we get to remove another card in our navigation deck. The 1 goes away. We remove this card, and then it's our city board action. We have 3 water. We do want to play this at the end, right? So because that gives us 2 points for each movement. We have upgrade, so let's see. This one is also good. We do want to play blue cards due to that one. I don't feel that we have enough water. We do want to save 4 water for this one as well, next round. Okay, let's do this. Let's grab some water. I think that's good. So I'm going to grab this one, reveal it. Yes, it's 3 water, which is good. We also get not burn another card in our navigation deck. So let's remove the 2. This one is added to our deck. And that's our city board action. No more books revealed. We go into production. Yes, we will spend 1 energy to get 3 water. So now we have 9 water out, which is good. So we hopefully can, maybe we should try to get one of these heavier weapons here. Let's see. Let's reveal 2 cards. We'll reveal a 1, which is going to be our energy production most likely, because that's our last one. Yeah, very thin navigation deck. Hopefully, ooh, good, excellent choice. This one become energy, so we have 3. This one is our movement, so we have 2 more, so we have 6. That means we can go and pick up some iron there. That's perfect. I think it's time to maybe play this one at the end of it. So we wanted to go to Pleasureville, right? That's 8. Ooh, that's tough. Anil? No. 8. We have 3. And we have 3 energy. Maybe we could. Trying to recall. But we should be a lot of 3s and 4s. So we burnt 1, 2, 2 1s, and 1 0, right? So we should be able to pick up quite a lot, actually. Maybe we should do that. Because it. Yeah, and then we can go to Nifar. Okay, let's do that. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get 2 metal from that one. We had spent 5 movement and we have had 6, so that's good. We end up here. We will have a combat value of 8. We have 3, so we're going to spend 1 energy to reveal 1 card. See what we get. So we have now 5. So we need a 3. We should be able to produce that, right? So we're going to spend 2 more energy. We could also spend 3 points, but that seems okay. Perfect. So we get 5 plus C, which is 8. So we win. So we place the cube here, which allows us to draw 2 project cards. And we get 6 victory points. So move up to 9. And we then also check on the Pleasureville here. Like this one, we have the 2 there. It's perfect. We have Devil's Fork here, so we need Nefaria. That will be our next. We're probably going to travel pretty short the next round. Okay, we got 2 new cards. So this is okay. Oh, we should have had this from the beginning, right? Because every time we send our drone out and we go into the upgrade or navigation updates, we get 2 points and get a production update. Here's a new card from the one as well. You may place a new navigation card onto the draw pile. Oh, so I can actually take from my discard pile and place it on top. Okay, that's pretty good, right? Let's see. It's a yellow card. We do want to build more blue, I think, but we're also going to do this one. Okay, so we go here. This is good because now we know we have 2 build actions and we have water and metal, which is great. My first plan is to build this one, which is pretty good. It spends 5 water. We should keep 4 water as well, so that's probably pretty good due to that one, right? Which means we can upgrade our movement with 3 less metal. So we ship these 3 metals over and upgrade this one. So now we have 3 in base movement. And we get another build action if we want to, but I do want to save the water. Or we could, here's probably where we can grab some water lights. We could probably spend, next turn we will only need 3 combat points because we're going to Nefaria to make sure that we get this. Then we have made these 2 missions. And we're working pretty good towards that one. We have 3, so we have 2 already. Oh, I didn't dump it. I'm going to dump this one. I don't know. I'm going to build a parrot for that cost. Sorry. Forgot that. Because then if I grab the resources, so I can spend 3 water at least. So I can get 3 more water there. Okay, let's do that. So we spend 3 water. This is a bit late now for this card, so I'm going to drop this one. And we upgrade with another EMP blaster, so now we have 4. It's also pretty good for this one, maybe, in the end. So that was the solo board action. Now it's my turn, and I already know what I want to do, right? I want to grab water, so I'm going to go here. I do also want to get some more cards in my deck. 3 water, perfect, just what we needed. And we get a project card. Cooling system, movement point. That's even there, and 8 points here, but 13 water. Wow. Oh, this actually works on both. Okay, let's see. So we add this card to our navigation deck, and the round is over. So now we go into the book action because we started the round. Here we have an option to pay 4 water to get 3 points and 3 energy. It seems reasonable, and we don't need any product cards. So we spend the 4 water, we get 3 points, and we get 3 energy. Then here we can spend 2 metal, get 2 points, and then also gain 2 energy or 2 product cards. I'm going to take the energy again because I don't think we need any more product cards right now. Read the verse side. Whoops. Have at least half the players pay the metal. Yes. The barracks could be reconstructed. Add L2 to B. So, see, we find this tile. L2 to B, which is here. So we built some barracks. So we also have this city, right, which is good. So we can utilize that one, and then we should read story card 15. Sam isn't actually your brother by blood. When he was 12, he lost his parents in the chaos that followed the change. You lost your parents in change too. Mother took in Sam, just like you and several other orphans. You never did learn Mother's proper name. Without her, you would probably have all end up with the Cloud. Even as a youngster, Sam built all kinds of crazy things out of scrap metal and old batteries. Help him finally set up a workshop of his own. Add product card 2. Okay. This is product card 2. Oh, that's Sam, your brother. face up to the city board, give the card to the first player who selects a region that contains exactly 2 goods. Okay, I'm gonna put him there. And here we can then next book, we can spend 6 water to get 5 points and 3 product cards or 3 energy. And of course move the story along, so that's probably what we should aim for, right? So that's 10 water if we want to do that again. So we're probably going to skip this one next round or next book and focus on that one. We also want to make sure we get Sam. All airship. Ooh. So all the upgrades you do on your ship from when you have him is 1 less. That's pretty good card. Okay, so we go into production. Yes, we will spend our 1 energy to get 3 water. We do want to move that along. Production is not so good. We get to flip 2 cards, 3 and 3, which means that we produce 3 energy, and we have a movement now of 6 to move somewhere. We can discard that one. Let's look at our deck as well. This is fairly good. We do want to get rid of this one, right? So we might want to do one more update navigation when we know we have the 1 in our discard pile. Okay, so we had 6 in movement. We cannot really build anything, and we will get to choose some resources here. Hopefully then we can hit the 2-1, so we can get that one. Okay, so we have 6. We can move here. 1, 2. Oh, dang, we were in a fire, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty good. Gives us 4 points and a metal. Let's do that. 3, 4, 5, 6. So you see these extra arrows. You need additional movements to go through that space. So basically we get 4 points and we get 1 metal. We end up in a area which has 3 combat points. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we win. And we get 5 water as a reward. That's really nice. We do need water. So 5 water. Now we have 8. We need 6 for that one, so we're going to keep that in mind. Keep those a bit special here. We dropped off our cube. We go into the solo board. So move down here. Now we get to choose 1 or 3 location. And we do want to hit 2. Okay, water seems to be 2 there, because energy is the bigger area. This is bigger on water, but it's, but we don't have anything. Okay, so that's pointless. The same thing here for the water, right? Energy, we have 7, so we don't need. Could this be 2 metal here? Let's try this. Yes, that's 2 metal. Perfect. So we get to add Sam to our hand, and we get the 2 metal. This is gone. We done the solo board action. Oh, Jesus, silly me. That says either 1 or 3, right? So I can't go there. Cheating. That's too bad. That was a really good one. We don't need project cards, so let's try this one for energy, but we don't need energy. Let's try it for water. We go here for some water, which is good because we get 2. I should remove the 2 metals as well and get 2 water instead. We do get Sam, which is great. This one is discarded. And I do get to update my navigation, but I don't have a discard pile. Or all these should be in the discard pile, right? Because I just shuffled them, so I can remove my 1. Sorry. Bit newbie here. So that was the city board from the solo board action. Now it's my city board action. And I could build Sam. I don't know why. It's 5 points. I do want to move this one because it helps a lot here, actually, because then we have 4, which is already 5 points, so this is 8 points in itself. But here is 10 water. And then we could play this one, but I mean, we also need 6 water there, right? So we do want to maybe get this one upgraded. So because that will give us 5 water, so maybe we should go for metal. We know, since we cheated, we know this one, so we'll grab this one. So we get 2 metal. We also get 3 project cards. There's another new one, and this one we already have. If you have at least 5 or 7 movement points during the movement phase, take the associated reward. Wow, 5 you get 3 water. Oh, that's pretty good. And another. Oh, this is good. It moves up our energy. Okay, and it's blue card. So this one, sadly, it ends up in our discard pile. And this is still our discard pile, right? So we should shuffle. So I picked up the medal. My city board action is over. So now we go into the next raid. We haven't revealed the last book yet here. So we go into production. So I can spend 1 energy to produce 3 water, which is great. We have quite a lot of water now, that's good. And draw 2 cards. Draw a 4, and we draw a 3. It means we produce 3 energy. And we have 7 in movement. And let's see, we've been to Pleasureville, Nefaria, and Devil's Fork. So this one's done. Senea, yeah, so this one's done as well, so we don't have to consider anything here. We have 4 combat value. We have a lot of energy to spend to draw cards. So maybe we should go. Oh, that's tempting. Here, we can go 7. We get 8 water. I do want to build this one actually, because it helps on both this one and that one. So we already have these 2, but I mean, I don't think we will get up to 7 cards though. So maybe it's points, but we could get up to 5 if we. Well, anyway, water is going to be used here, so let's go. We had 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get 3 victory points. We need to produce 7 in combat value. We have 4. So we spend 1 energy to reveal a card. That gives us 7. Perfect. So we win. We will drop the cube, which gives us 2 victory points or 3 water. I will get 3 water. In the reward we get 8 water. And 4 project cards. Ooh, another mechanic. It's nice. And another blue card. This is immediately receive 1 victory point per combat point from upgrades and project cards. Okay. So that's that. We have dropped the cube and we are there. We will have to be able to visit 1 more city. We have truckloads of project cards here. And we have revealed, so we will need to keep this 6 water, right? Okay, we go into the solo board action here, which means that we can get 2 points or build a project card. We're definitely going to build a project card. How many do we have? 5, 10, 15, 18 water. That's a lot. This is 8 points plus. At the moment, 4 or 5 points. That's 13 points to build this card. It's pretty good, right? And then we would have 5 more. If we then also, so we have 5, we can work on that one, and then we can hopefully upgrade this one, maybe. We have the mechanic, right? Because that would allow us to build that one for 6 metal, but we don't have 6 metal. This one. Sorry, this one would give us a production, not really needed, because we too slow on that one. But it would give us from every project card and upgrades. So in this order it will give us 6 points. Let's do this. Seems cool. So we build this one. 13 water, 5, 10, 13. Need to dump one. We're gonna dump this one. A lot of cool cards that you would play to learn more about. So we have one more movement point. We still have 5 more water. So okay, that was our project build action there. Now it's our own. If we do this, we can upgrade this one for 2 metal. Or should we try to get more metal to be able to do this one at the end of the game? Maybe that's reasonable. Yeah, and then we save this one. So we will play this one probably, but save the metal. Then probably should try to get more. This seems pretty rich on metal. Not so much, not so much. Let's go here. Gives us 2 metal. Add this to our card, to our draw pile, or discard pile, sorry. Yeah, let's see. This might go bad in the last round. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's finished. We want one more round left now, so we need to think a little bit. We have revealed the book. So, oh, we could do that maybe. Nah. Okay, here at the end we can spend 6 water. So we're spending 6 water. We get 5 points. We get 3 energy or 3 party cards. Let's grab 3 party cards, see what happens. Another movement. Oh, 2 more movement. And okay, that would have been good. I didn't play that many cards. Okay. Read reverse side. Have at least, okay. Sam is excited about his new workshop in Promise. Add L4 to G. So L4 to G. GG. Oh, there's Promise. Also, okay. You get 2 metal there. That's pretty good. It's a reward. Sam was named. Okay. So discard that and read story card 16 here. Put this in the card next to the victory point track. The winner reads the reverse side. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. That's funny when we at least got the story to progress. I think that's pretty. That's why you play this, right? Okay, so we on the book we can do production. Yes, we will produce for 1 energy. We will produce 3 water. We will reveal 2 cards. 3 and 3. Let's get that energy up to maximum. We will have 6 movement. I'm thinking going here, because we can spend a lot of energy here to draw cards. We can 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have pretty high numbered deck, so it should be fine. Let's try it. Let's go. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can just stop there. We don't have to go further, right? We get 3 points since we fly over there. Could we get more? Maybe. Hang on. We have 3 plus 3, which is 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can go there and we get 1 more point. So of course we do that. Okay, so we need to produce 12 combat. We have 4. Spending 1. Now I have 6. Spending 2. Now I have 8. So we're spending 2 more. 11. So spending 2 more should leave us in the clear, right? Yes. So we win. We don't get any reward apart from the 11 points, but I think that's pretty good. Seems reasonable. We need to get to 100 points, which I think is going to be pretty tight. But okay, let's see. We drop off the cube, which then triggers the end game, but we finish up the round, of course. So we go then into the solo board action. This allows us to pick here on the 3 region and do a upgrade or build action. We don't want to pick 3. Okay, let's be smart here. Let's go for metal, because we need metal. This only gives us 1 metal, but I think that should be enough. So we discard this, and then we get to do an upgrade or build a project card. We are gonna build this one. So that's 4 water and a project card. We can probably discard whichever one. We have so many of these. And this allows us then to upgrade our ship -1 metal for each mechanic we have. So we have 1 more, so we have, that's 2 discount. So it means that this one, 6 metal. So we spend 6 metal to upgrade our last here. Gives us 5 water. So I think it's pretty good for at least our last turn. Let's see what we can do. Build that makes sense. So that's the solo board. Last action we get bonus. Now we have our own. What we could do is we could probably do a double build action. We have 9 water. We don't have to. We can't spend any more water. This one will give us 4 points. This is good, right? This is the one. I see that now, of course. No judgment. This is 8 points. I think that's the best one. Oh, sorry, this is old. Yeah, let's build this one, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 5 points. We won't be able to get more than 5 points there, so that should be fine. Build this one. That's 9 water. And the project card, we can discard whatever. Increases our production 1 step, and we get 2 points for each upgraded upgrade or project card. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 8 points. 49. I think it's fairly decent. These are the remaining cards we probably won't be able to play. Oh, we did this one, right? We can't do anymore, so we don't have any resources. Okay. Okay, we go into then to the end game scoring, which means, oh yeah, we get to end game builds. Then it makes sense probably to spend. Okay, well, you do this. You can either take a free resource if you like. So we grab the water. Sorry, I completely forgot that we got 2 build actions. I don't think it matters, but for the sake, we don't have any project card hits that's we're able to build anyway. So even if I took a metal, it wouldn't make any sense anyway. So just skip that one. Go into our end game points. So we look at our mission cards, and we have 2 here. We have Senea, and we have Pleasureville here. So that's 5 points. So that's 54. So we get this one. Devil's Fork, yes, and also Nefaria. We have the one there. That gives us 5 more points. So that's 59. We go here. We have 4, so we get 5 more points. That's 64. Then we go and looking at our web. If we have placed the cubes in any places, we have this and we have that, so that's 4 more points. It's 18. We go into our upgrades here. So we don't count all of them, just count the last one. So 8 plus 3, so that's 11. That's 29, so that's 79. And then we check our project cards that we have built. We just remove the ones we haven't. This is 8, 10, 16, 19 points on the project cards. So we go 10, that's 98, right? In points wise. Yeah, that's it. So we get 98 points. It's fairly close. We should have had 2 more, but okay, so we will end up here. We get 3 stars, which is fairly good, I think, at least for chapter 2, and let's see what happens in the following chapters. But that ends the game, and probably do more of these, see what happens, if you like them or not. Oh, I should read this one, of course. We completely forgot about that one. Sam is excited. Workshop or not, I have developed a machine that makes plants more robust. I call it Plant Enhancer. Even the initial results will let you plant trees and slowly start revegetating small areas. But I have much bigger plans. Let me tell you about my vision. Project Hope. Preview of Chapter 3. A new action is available. Place new growth. This lets areas of the game board be revegetated. Okay, and then clean up. And of course you put this story card 17 in the sort of next game bag. And also you add the project cards, the ones you claimed in this game, into the same bag. So we will not just have the 0 cards, we will have 1 and 2 when we start the next game. So let me know if you want to see any more playthroughs. I will be happy to do them. I don't want to spoil anything if you want to experience the game on your own. But I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Ciao.
Be like Draco. Follow Board Games with Niramas on Facebook at BGW Niramas.